This episode of That Boy's Got Knowledge was recorded at the House of Bombshell, located at 3601 Clarks Lane, Baltimore, Maryland.
I just wanna spend my life with you all day. You say that you love me, is it true? You say I'm the only one that's all for you. Okay, make me feel away.
The time is here, the time is now. This is That Boy Got Knowledge, X, That Girl Got Knowledge. So, let's talk about how we all got this thing started. I know it came to me through Twitter. People hit me up on IG. I took the quotes from Twitter to IG. People DM me and was like, yo, you should do a podcast or you should try to take it more serious. I was like, nah. Then my boy AB hit me. He was like, yo, I was thinking about doing a podcast. And then J-Mo was like, yo, I already got a couple podcasts that I'm already marketing. I was like, well, this is probably like God speaking to me, so I'm going to go ahead and do this in full tuition and stuff. Met with Steve, mutual friends. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? But I heard we locked in for life. Janae, she been around since middle school?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Middle school. So she always been forever family. So I wanted to thank y'all for actually doing this for us. You know what I mean? So I don't know how y'all feel. Let's talk about it.
Good, man. It's been fun, real fun. So I usually don't talk a lot.
Just ask questions.
Now I talk. But like prior to like this year, nah, I wasn't really talking, wasn't really sharing with anybody. Now my communication skills were trash, which is probably why I feel my relationships were bad. But it's better.
We probably need to talk about that.
We don't.
Yes, we do.
At least you recognize it, though.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
first step. The first step.
At least they back you up, because I told you ain't communicating well.
You don't know.
Because I know, man.
Alright, well, nah, this has been fun. I'm definitely glad to be here. So, more seasons to go. So, yeah.
Sure.
Only squad.
Only
gang.
I appreciate John bringing me on after that the first podcast that I was on.
With that jean bucket hat.
Yeah, that bucket hat is classic.
That's the Jada Pinkett.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. It's been a fun time, and I'm really excited to see like where all of this goes moving forward. So.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so cute.
I know. I feel like the topics we talk about are like necessary, like
True.
you know. And I mean, we're just providing perspective for real, like just opening up the floor for conversation. So,
That's all it is.
yeah.
We enjoy our each other's company, Giving the good stuff. I do.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping though. Well, I enjoyed every bit of everything. I've been on the show, Topics to the episodes, being in the background, learning stuff, especially, we're gonna talk about this later. But my favorite episode was the female episode,
That's mine too. I'm sorry.
Definitely, I felt like I should have been on there with
I
him.
was waiting to say it.
I just felt like I should have been on there. Yeah, I should have been on there with him and stuff. But it's all good. We'll talk about that later.
Ladies only.
Yeah. They need a man perspective in there too, but it's all good.
Only one of y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is me.
I'd rather have you than to have like John and Jay.
I was like, yeah, that's tough.
Like,
Why not me?
I feel like Aaron would just be real, like, just he wouldn't be biased. Like, I don't know.
I'm being both sides.
Yeah.
I'm not being biased. I'm just being truthful.
Yeah, I'm being truthful, but you gotta
Truly,
keep both
am I too
sides.
much of a
Truly
father?
T.
Am I too much of somebody's father? Is that what you-
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I can acclaim, but I love y'all. Like y'all really my family, especially because y'all know I'm not from here.
Arkansas.
I just moved here. So ever since we met, You know, shout out to old boy, but we've been locked in.
I know that.
Shout out to old boy. Y'all know everything happened for a reason. You know, that did not work, but here we are today. So I'll just thank y'all for, like, you know, asking me, little old me, to run your little social media and stuff.
No, that's right. You do your thing. You definitely do your thing. I don't know how to do
Meanwhile, all the social media goes her credit. Everything.
That's that thing.
I don't even touch that IG. I don't know what I'm doing.
So yeah, y'all my people.
We appreciate you. Every day.
So what was your favorite episode, John?
I like the Baltimore Tone one, the real estate one. That was my favorite.
Yeah. It's very educational.
He came in and dropped some nice gems.
No, that,
He basically came in and showed us how to give money.
That was necessary.
Yeah, I feel like that's something. That's another another gem people need to know. Like, people think I gotta make it out of the hood. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Like, it's a dude in the backyard is willing to educate and show you a way how to get this money and do it the right way. And he basically came on and he did his thing, and he basically just came down there. He even sponsored the episode, which we didn't even ask him to. He basically loved the show so much, he get tapped in with us. And I feel like the stuff that he was sharing, and shoot, YouTube can vouch for it. It probably got the most views on it. So besides the girls episode, so
that was one
of course.
So it was just like him just going in, doing his things, took his time out of the day. I mean, just the fact that he came by and blessed the show. I mean, I'm truly grateful for him, and I know he wants to come back. More episode to come back. So,
Most definitely.
so
That's what's up. Yeah.
that's my favorite episode.
Yeah.
He like giving that knowledge though. Tone.
Yeah.
Definitely do. Very appreciative.
What was your favorite episode?
Man, as most of y'all know, I'm a big ball of love, goo nonsense. So it was the one with, of course, you and then J.E.
Language.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hits.
The hinge
Yeah.
one. Okay, that's my first one.
So
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was
It
fun.
was.
That's why everybody
You felt that one, huh?
I did. I felt
used
it.
to
You
work.
felt that one. Oh my
It was
God.
a-
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment in the episode? What was one of your favorite?
Man,
Yeah, cause you was feeling out.
You was
Yeah.
you talking most of it.
man, that was
I'm talking about, you felt that because you was going through a little situation. I ain't
So
gonna put it
you,
out.
so you
there.
love basically.
I ain't gonna put it
You
out
got to
there.
be dramatic.
You already did, though.
Exactly.
You're right.
Put it out there.
Alright,
Right, my man came in right on time.
We'll surpass that statement. But yes, I love love. It's a wonderful thing. It's probably like, to me, like J.E. said, it's like everything. So
Yeah.
it's a necessity. You know. I need it, but I'm alright. So
Wait a minute.
it's like
Break that
It's
You sound hurt.
Slight.
It sound very hurt.
it's
That's
like
alright, J-Mo.
It's
We're gonna, that's alright.
We're gonna help you beat you.
no, you not.
I said we. I didn't say me. I said we. Me? I can't leave you. I said we. As a group.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna be alright.
I'll be straight. I'll
Yeah.
be straight.
I'm trying to think what my favorite part was.
I'm biased.
We're gonna change gears.
So what was your statement?
So I'm biased because, of course, why would I not say the girls episode?
No.
So
Yeah, I feel that one too.
Yeah, I definitely felt down. I learned a lot about, some women aspects. But
we talked about a lot.
yeah, y'all talking about
We
You
talked
know
about a
what?
lot.
Actually, that was my favorite episode because Ebony dropped the knowledge on that prayer box. Remember? Yeah, she was talking about how she puts her like prayers in there and just kind of like,
Shout out to
Yeah.
Evan.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
And drop some gems.
Yeah.
That's the
and
therapy.
talk. Yeah, I was literally about to say
She's
that.
trying to get mentally into our brains.
And she locked in for that segment too. Like, she was just like, no, it's my turn. She was quiet about it. She was spent her little, when that joint came up, she staying like, yeah, I'm ready. So,
I definitely got a prayer box now. So.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm slacking though. I should have.
Oh, I ain't got one of those, but yeah, I got a box.
I still need
It's
to.
useful. Like
I
it's
got boxes.
I got boxes.
Are you gonna dedicate one of them to be like your prayer box?
I got my prayer box. I really more so. I took the aspect of Tone's way. Like right now, what I want to do, my to-do list.
Yeah.
Like I got my right now and later on, like 5 years and 10 years. I got all my milestones. So it's like That's what I got right now. I got a list. I got a book right now. So
Oh,
you go in my room, you'll see it. You'll see right there what I got to get done this year. I got goals to get done this year.
I can't even think that far ahead.
Yeah. No, you got to though.
I know, and I
It's
have
tough.
learned through therapy, it's like an anxiety trigger for me to like
Yeah,
try to
it
think
is.
that far
It
ahead.
is.
You know
what, though?
I be scared it's not gonna happen, so I just rather not set myself up for failure.
No. It is gonna happen. It is. Like, it is. Because I feel like you'll subconsciously do the stuff that you say you want to do because it's like in your path to do. If you get what I'm
Because
saying,
you see it every day.
you
I pass it every
already,
day. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, now I have to get this. I got in my mind right now.
Yeah.
What's on the top of the list? I gotta get that done. Once I
Yeah.
get done, I'm going to the next one.
Yeah.
So to piggyback off the episodes, what advice did you get from each episode? Touch on what was one of the best advice that you heard from some of the guests that came on that helped you out on that. Like you just said, I know you talked about the prayer box that helped you out. That's the best advice. What did you get that you actually turned into your everyday life?
Oh man, it was actually I was going through a situation when we had the interview with Tony. So when he was talking about the different types of people, you have CEO, you have manager, and then you have worker. So I realized I'm the CEO. Like if there's a cliff or something on the other side, I'm over in a second. I need people who are gonna go with me. If I have to worry about who's here behind me, that's just gonna slow my progress down. So when he told that story about, again, the CEO, the manager, and then the employee, that hit. So I started using that in my day-to-day life. I've cut a few people off, but it was desperately necessary.
You gotta do.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
I don't use that, but yeah.
What about you?
I've learned to check in with God more. Like I know that I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I've started to just pray more. You know, I don't have a prayer box. I started to pray more.
Start somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, and it has like really given me like, I guess just like peace and like I feel like my faith is building just through the things that I've gone through this past year. So yeah.
Faith is very important. I do that every day. I pray
Yeah.
every day. Every day I wake up, that's one of the things.
Yeah, praying every day, like, and then on top of that, like, just the whole, like, I think we were talking about anxiety too, or something like that. But I don't think I mentioned it in the episode, but I know, like, for me specifically, like, when I get anxious or something like that, like, I'll check in with myself and ask myself, like, hey, Janae, like, is your life in danger right now? Like, are you threatened? Like, are you in this moment? Is there any type of physical harm that's about to be done to you? And if it's not, then you're fine. Like, there's no need to stress. Of course, be concerned or be, you know, on point about whatever you're thinking about. But in regards to, like, taking it past that point of just, like, observation and, like, you know, analysis, like, to take it to a whole full-blown, like, outright stressful moment, like, no, I've really been regulating that, so.
Try to breathe, count to 3, and get your stuff together.
Yeah.
I commend you, because that's hard.
It is
to, like,
hard.
regulate yourself and be honest with yourself.
Because I feel like it's you, and then it's like your mind, and then it's like
your subconscious.
Yeah, it's so many me's in there, like that just they be talking to each other, and I'm just like, if y'all don't shut the like me, y'all don't shut the.
You sound like Lovecraft Country.
No, but they be real though. I have the same issue where I just kind of like be back and forth with all of these different, like, then you know you got your gut, then you got this, then you got other people that like influence you, and then you have social media, and then you have this. So I commend you, because that's not an easy task to do.
But then you got that one in your head that's like, man, fuck it, yo, we just gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's the
best. That's the best one to tap in with, for real.
Definitely.
Only thing is, I don't know where that nigga be at sometimes, like, chilling, like, I'm like, you don't hear the rest of them in the room talking, like, speak up, like,
It's like this.
like, for real, like, speak up, like, shoot, take you, like, you realize a whole day or two had passed and you, like, feeling stressed, and then that third day you come out of the stressful moment, you like, dang, that's all I need to do is just think differently, like,
That's why.
Boy, that mindset.
That's why I got an alter ego. It's called John. I'll do that all the time.
Like everybody out Johan.
John and Johan.
I brought Johan to Miami, a whole different perspective.
I actually like that name though, Johan. I like that name.
That's
That
my
name, you know my name start with J?
Yeah, bro. J too, baby.
Johan.
What was your favorite quote?
I think my favorite moment was like, I think because right now I'm going through my therapy journey. Like, Ebony was coming with the facts about therapy and everything. And I know a problem that I have still to this day that I'm trying to like work through is not taking on everybody's like problems and making them my own. And so I think for me that like hit hard because I be so concerned about, well, what are they gonna think if I do this or that, or how are they gonna feel? And it's ultimately like about me because this is my life at the end of the day, and like I have to sit with the decisions and consequences that I make. So it's just like, you know, worrying about me first. And I know like here recently I've just been going through stuff where it's like, you know, I kind of had to be selfish, and people, you grow up and learn not to be selfish.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be selfless, but it's just like, you know, there are times in your life where you are supposed to be selfish, and it be okay.
Yeah.
Because you have to worry about yourself.
The Ebony.
Yeah,
for real. I know, shout out to Ebony, man. She needs to see this. She really did. She really did.
That's crazy.
And it's funny that you like say the difference between like being selfish and selfless. I feel like your selfish moments lead you to the selfless moments.
Exactly.
Because you can't like if you keep giving and giving and giving, it's like you
exactly,
gotta like
because you can't
recharge
pour from a half empty cup. So like, or yeah, that's right. Yeah. I be messing saying stuff all the time.
I'm good with it, for real.
And then another thing I realized from what I heard you talking about too, I've learned to practice like the law of detachment. Like not like really, like, you know, of course, like, you know, if somebody brings their problems onto you, not dismissing them, but like there is an art to it. I haven't mastered it, but it's just not like holding on to others' emotions and problems.
That's a hard thing to break too.
It is.
Yeah.
And I know even
Especially
for
when you
myself,
care.
and I even know for myself now, if I feel like I have to like dump, are you emotionally available to listen to what I have to say right now? Like, I'm making that a practice for me so people can probably like, but you know, sometimes like I can't take all of that right now. Like, I got my own emotional stuff, so no, I cannot listen to that right now. You know what I'm saying? And some people won't be able to handle my problems plus your problems because everybody doesn't know how to do the detachment thing.
But the thing is, some people been in your shoes too as well with the same problems, the same issues. You never know.
But they still have to be ready to accept
it.
Yeah.
But some people don't. But I you know, I'm different, so I'm optimistic.
Yeah, because I know sometimes you do just want to vent. Like, most times you really do want to vent. You're not looking for answers, but a lot of people don't know that either. So I think I like at practice now. Do you want me to just listen, or do you want me to give you a response based on what you say?
I do both. I feel like I do both.
Because some people don't want to hear what you got to say. I just want to get it out, and then I'm be okay, and I can figure it out myself.
Oh, you get it
out.
Yeah.
You just need that pillow.
Yeah, you just need to get it out.
You just need that pillow. You just need that blanket. It's like, all right. Some friends are just good for you to have, but you just someone to talk to and keep it going. Some people like.
But you still gotta check on those friends too, because
the strong friends.
Right, if they're your friend, they're probably someone else's friend that does the same thing. That leaves them with a lot.
Yeah, that's how I be. I mean, I'm that guy. Like, people come talk to me all the time, like, and I just take it, soak it, and I kind of use it, and I kind of like put it into the show. People, that's why, and I put it into these quotes. Like, so people be thinking like,
redirect the
you feel
energy.
Yeah. You feel me? That's why when I be thinking of these quotes and stuff, it's like I'm getting it from y'all. Like, I'm getting it from y'all. So it's not my life personally. It's just like what y'all tell me, and I'm just like recircling it and then boom, putting it out there. And now it's like, oh, I'm down getting the feeling. Oh, I feel you, shorty. Yeah. I'm like, but it's your story. I'm just.
So John, who do you talk to?
Nobody.
As far as what?
Like, who do you
I don't visit nobody. I have my problem right now. I keep that my
So you ain't got no redirect.
No, I just redirect everybody else.
True. So we're gonna redirect to these commercials. We'll be right back.
I just wanna spend my life with you all day. You say that you love me, is it true? You say I'm the only one that's all for you. Okay, make me feel.
As a head of social media, y'all know that I post our quotes I try to every single day. You know, sometimes stuff ain't come up. But, so, like I said, I post the quotes every day. John sends me the quotes, so they come straight from his mental, or like he said, things that he goes through, the things that people talk to him about. What has been y'all's favorite quote thus far?
My quote, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We say this every show. We all kings, we all kings and queens, and we all millionaires. I like that one, like, cause that make you like, you gotta rock a shirt. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
Show the people, show the camera.
Yeah, show you know, and shit. But yeah, like that joint, like when you think about it every day, like you put that mindset, like you can do anything, dog. Like, that's it could be from like work, you know, making money, what you trying to figure out, what you trying to do for the week, or like anything.
Yeah. Speaking of that, it's so funny that you brought that quote up, because I'm in my head thinking about my favorite quote, which is kind of in alignment with yours, because I feel like that quote is more so like, speak as though your desire is already like fulfilled. Put yourself in that mindset already, so that there's no gap in between where you are now and where you want to be. You're already speaking it. So my favorite quote is actually, manifestation is just a fancy word for consistency. And I'm actually like, this quote is kind of like throwing me around in my head, because I'm like, it's so true. Like, it really is true. Like, it's consistency within the way that you think, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you know, I guess go out in the world, the way that you represent yourself, like the actions that you take day to day, like making sure that that's consistent, you know, with your goals and stuff. So yeah, that's actually my favorite quote, because it kind of simplified a lot of just thoughts in my head about manifestation and all that.
I love it. Sometimes I'm the type of person that I just, once you don't have that common sense factor, I just can't associate with you. And I hold people to a certain accountability. Like, I'm not saying everybody's supposed to be like you, but you're supposed to hold yourself to some type of standard. Right. So when I'm coming to you or having a conversation to you, if you don't see yourself better or in some type of for the betterment of yourself, I can't talk to you, because that means I don't think you up to par, or I don't think you understand where I see my vision for you. Like, I might see you something great in you, but you don't see it. And I'm saying, trying to tell you, you're going to be great. You're like, nah. I'm like, I can't talk to you, because all you think is negative. You keep bringing negative energy around me. And I don't really want, you know what I'm saying? I can't social with you, because at the end of the day, that's, because I live off positive vibes. I live off, like I said, manifestation. I speak stuff into existence. That's why we made that quote. We all kings and queens. We all millionaires. Kings and queens. You know what I'm saying?
Queens and queens. Queens and queens.
Yeah. So, you feel me? So, that's my favorite quote. I just can't stand people that don't got common sense.
I feel like those people need like, you know, the love the most. Like, they need more attention.
But they're not going to accept that though. Sometimes
it's like you can stick your hand out and tell them, like, yo, let me help you, but then just let your hand down. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
You can't help anybody.
You can't help. Right. And I'm starting to learn that, like, you can't help nobody who don't want to be helped, and you can't. If somebody's too stubborn to actually see that you're the problem, I'll dissociate. Like, I'm like, I'll anti-social you, like, out the way. Like, I'm not even going to speak to you no more. I'm like, I'll say what's up, but as far as like you be around my circle, everybody know me. Like, I'll keep a tight circle. I don't really let nobody in. I don't really speak to nobody I spoke to be spoken to, and I might come across as like ignorant or mean sometimes. That's not who I am. It's just that I don't let nobody in my circle. And once you in my circle, you get to see who I really, really am. But you won't really know that until you break that barrier. But it's like, it's just what it is. It's not because I've been like, it's just how I grew up.
Yeah. No cut cards.
Yeah, you feel me?
My favorite quote, I had to screenshot so I could make sure I read it correctly. And I just read it word for word. My favorite quote is, inconsistency no longer has a place in my life. And I think that's like, you know, just all around the board. Even with myself, like, I can't be inconsistent with the things that I want to get done in my life, or the things that I want to do because that just reflects bad on me. And then I don't want inconsistency in my life because I'm trying to create, you know, the life that I want, the life that I deserve, all the abundance that I want and know that I can have. And I just can't deal with the inconsistency. I can't deal with, like, you know, ups and downs and confusion because that throws me off of, you know, what I want to do. So outwards and inwards, I can't deal with the inconsistency.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm big on that too. I'm big on consistency. Being consistent. I think we said on the other episode, you can't be interested and inconsistent.
Yeah.
That's how he was. I can get into that too.
No, I just had to start. Like, I just had to cut somebody off. I mean, he cool people. Like, cool people's great person, awesome person, actually.
Not the boot.
But yeah, because you interested, but you inconsistent. Like, and I get it. You just gotta be.
You just gotta be up front.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, just tell me. I'm direct. You can tell me up front. I ain't got no hard feelings. I'm okay with being. I'm okay with rejection. People who don't understand.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, like, I could be fine with rejection, but just don't be trying to drag me along because you don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
just tell me up front, like just what it is.
But at the same time, like when I was talking to him, like when I brought it up, it wasn't even a matter of like him rejecting me. It's just more so how he, I guess, is. So I guess for me, it just don't work. Like you can't be inconsistent.
Like we at the age where you know what you want.
Yeah,
You don't got time to play those games.
Well,
So
what was you about to say?
She get into your job.
because we know. Happy birthday.
I just gotta say I concur with Janae. I totally feel how we on the same page.
Yeah.
That's right. Speaking of that, let's just get into the quote. Go ahead.
Oh man. Oh man. Alright, so no young woman wants to hear if you want.
What if it can be older? Older woman. You just said no young woman.
No woman.
But you say young lady for everybody.
I know. He
just
said
said
no.
no.
He just got
Him and John.
That's what I say all the time. I'm sorry, but
No
no woman wants to hear if you want.
You're right.
I agree.
Speaking of that, y'all was talking real spicy.
Yeah.
This cool, definitely for y'all. Y'all was
I mean,
talking
okay,
real
so the whole if you want thing is like, I don't want to say it's dismissive. It's because it is, but dismissive is like a little extreme. Like it's more so like you don't really care about what it like. All right, if you want should only occur 2 out of 10 times, basically. You get what I'm saying? Like seriously, like if you want like.
No, I get what you said.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, because you know you can't expect people to be
depends on the situation.
Like it depends on the situation, but if you want should only occur 2 out of 10 times. Like I want you to be decisive. Like I want you to, put your foot down. Like take leadership, all of that. Like
leadership.
And just like we were talking about in our episode, the Girl Talk episode, like literally, like. We want leadership, like we want that direction. You know what I mean? Especially with us being alpha women, like sometimes we want to step back. Like if you want, it's real. Like
cool.
It's nonchalant to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you want to, like.
Speak your piece.
Like if you want, like it don't really matter to me.
But to me, like usually when people say like, if you want to, it comes off like if you want to, like that's nonchalant. So like if I'm like, well. Because, like, to me, it usually comes up like, oh, like, do you want me to spend the night? Like, or, oh, do you want to go do this? Or, like, oh, do you want to go eat here? If you want to, it's a yes or no. Like, to me, yes or no. Like, I don't like all that in between. I do, too. I guess what I'm saying. I don't like all that in between.
But then again, you don't want to break those, like... Like it's
but
to me, spend the night. That's like that's a little sticky situation. Like
but to me, a girl usually asks like, "Oh, do you want me to spend the night?" It's because like she wants you to say yes. Yeah. She wants to. She wants you to say yes.
And I feel like some guys don't get signs. So it's like, so like, I know for me, I don't get signs. Like you gotta tell me exactly, because I will skip the alley. You trying to throw me a lot, I won't dunk it because I won't.
Shoot, I might OD.
Yeah, I'm not good at signs. I'm not, because I will sit here and talk to a girl all day, and she be trying to tell me what's up, and I be like, She has to really tell me like, yo, I'm coming over. I'm like, all right, man.
But see, a lot of people don't do that, because to me, that's like intrusive. Like, how you gonna tell me?
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm like, I can even tell you yes or no.
That's kind of like you got a little bark in you, like.
Yeah,
I mean, I think for me, that's something I would do if like we had been together. So like, I could be like, oh, I'm coming over, because like we have that rapport. But I'm not just like starting off with somebody to be like, I'm coming over. That's it.
So I wouldn't mind that, but my initial response, if you say that, is, okay, she's coming over. It's like, what did you?
Yeah, because it's like so demanding. It's so demanding.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm like,
just tell me what it is. That way I understand what type of time we on.
But some guys not like that. Like, I don't know.
But it's like, that's why I said. That's why if you want to, it's so important, because it's like. Well, let me, cause if say if I miss that sign, like, all right, yo, we can't split it. Like you be like, oh, I can come over and stay. You be like, well, all right, if you want to, like, I'm cool, whatever. But I don't want to say like, yeah, bring your ass over here.
You don't gotta say it like that.
No, like it's a yes or no. Like
you can say
you say that, you don't take
You can just answer the question and be like,
spray down the mouth.
yeah, sure.
That's what y'all
come
do,
over.
just
Like it
push
can be
it
as
down,
simple as
like,
that.
True. I'm clean.
This is simple, yeah.
It's just sure.
Or no, go home. I don't feel like doing it.
I mean, I know that now, but if you told me that like when I was like 19, 20, 21.
Well, that's you.
Yeah,
the frontal lobe hasn't developed yet, so.
Yeah, we talking about. I'm gonna say I know that now.
frontal lobe.
I mean, you call it what it is. I mean, when it comes to women, it's just like.
I will say this though. I feel like now I'm at the point though where like, cause I'm a very forward person. Like I'm very.
I like this.
I'm an initiator. I go for the things that I want. So. But sometimes, like for guys, like that's too.
I love it.
It's too much.
I love it.
That's so bad.
Other guys, like that's so serious. Like some guys, like I don't know.
Don't date in Baltimore. Go somewhere else.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like
straight to it. I'm about that.
Because it comes off as like you're intimidating.
Yeah.
First of all, let me get this right up. Men are not intimidated by women.
So why do they say that?
Boys are intimidated.
Okay.
Like I'm
You
not.
said what?
Boys are intimidated.
That's what I said.
let me sit back.
Like, I know who I am. I know what I got going on. Beforehand, before I ask you out, I know where I want you to be in my life. So that's not you're here. So that's it.
Shit, boy.
Yeah, J-Mo's talking now. I got this.
That's what it is.
Listen, any single woman out here, let's slide my boy Dion.
Yeah, no.
My man.
Yeah, he's a great.
My man's hot.
He is a great man. He's a great man. Loves God. He will take care of you. He needs good love because he is a good loving person. Okay, he can even hit me up and I will put you on. Okay.
My man belongs on Netflix. That little bachelor. What's that bachelor show?
Love at first sight. You talking about that?
Love
Would you do something like that?
Love at first sight?
No.
He watch it.
Yeah, would you be on?
I said, would you do it though?
Or married? What is it? Married at first sight?
No.
Something like that? You wouldn't do that?
No.
Well, that's what I meant to say.
Married at first sight?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
That's
Because he big on marriage too, though.
But you would get divorced.
I don't ever want to get divorced.
He don't believe it.
Ooh, see, that's what I like.
It's
I ain't never get divorced. Yeah,
I know that's right.
There's no divorce if we have an issue. We're talking about it.
yeah,
Well, then boom, y'all can work it out then.
yeah.
But you said divorce.
No, but I'm saying if that's your, motive, then y'all can work it out.
I also have to know you before I know you. So
Got you. I got
Okay.
you.
I like that. You want to break it down.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
He trying to analyze you.
Basketball first night.
I wouldn't be opposed. I would be like, why not? I mean, I've tried everything else out here.
if single men.
Okay.
No, I do have to at least have like one, like a couple, like I could do the well, no, I couldn't. No. If I was on that show, I could do it, like, cause I would sign up for it, but it would freak me out though. I ain't gonna lie.
Men, don't be on. No, don't hit up. Don't hit up.
Cause that's
Meet her in person. She like that.
But like, to even
Don't
have
slide.
that,
Don't slide at all.
even to have that
Don't
show,
seem-
it's man. Even to have that show is kind of like, to me, because I do take marriage and everything so seriously, it's a bit of a contradiction. Like, it's the same way. Like, y'all gonna be so upset with me. It's the same way people talk about and function within sex nowadays. It's less serious. It's more of a treat, and it need not be that way. Like, marriage is a serious thing. That's supposed to be one person for the rest of your life. That's a commitment.
That's right.
That's
So we
how
grow
it
up.
is. Right. But now it's more of a married at first sight as a game. Do you love this person? Do you not? But you're married already, so you made that commitment. You made that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Right. It's a covenant. Like, you made that covenant with that person. Covenant is something not meant to be broken.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's.
Okay, now you
No, seriously, now that I think about it, it's like witchcraft or something. Like, it seems weird. Now that you broke it down like that,
It is.
yeah, that's weird.
It's a bit much.
Well,
Like,
let me change gears real quick. I don't want to talk
Alright.
about this. We can go on the days about this, but let's get into the fan quote. The fan quote. This one, people that follows on IG, which is at Thatboygotknowledge, the most likes. It's basically what's the quote? It's the no communication is a turnoff.
No communication out there.
No communication all day is a turnoff. I'm sorry. Let's talk about that.
Gotta get
I know. But I'm gonna lead into J-Mo because I think he been itching.
I mean,
He been itching to talk about this for a minute because he saw that. I think he was holding out because he wanted to respond in the comments.
I did, but
He did because he's really about to tell everybody about themselves.
Alright, what you got to say?
I mean, alright, so you said no communication all day, so I don't want to take this out of context. Yes, no communication all day is a turnoff, especially if you want to hear from the person. But this is going to be really bad.
No, it's not, because I probably feel the same way.
Please don't put my DMs. But the way women want men to communicate these days is a bit much. I'm texting you all day. I'm FaceTiming you all day. I want to talk. I'm working. Like, I have things to do. And if I'm for you, if I love you, I'll make time, most definitely. But I saw a post on IG where I'm FaceTiming you every day. I'm texting you every day. If you can't get with that, you don't need to be with me. What are you doing all day?
That's that's why I said I agree with you, because I feel the same way. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Like,
yeah.
you ever see that post, Iman Shepherd post about him and Tiana Taylor? Like, they don't really talk throughout the day. They
Yes.
talk at the end of the day.
Right.
Because they try to figure out what was going on
Right.
throughout their whole day.
Right.
I said, leave that excitement.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. Like, what you do today? Like, man, I just boom, 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 broke it down. Yeah, it's like, okay,
It's like a break in the day. Speaking of breaks, we'll be right back.
I just wanna spend my life with you all day. You say that you love me, is it true? You say I'm the only one that's all for you. Okay, make me feel.
Alright, so no communication all day is a turn off. I know for me, I don't really look at my phone sometimes. I know it's like the same old saying everybody keeps saying, you on your phone all day, you on checking my stories, and you know you can talk to me, text me back, blah blah. I'd be like, yeah, but no.
see, that's a.
I'm just saying, but it's like,
You gotta go in on you.
But that is the problem.
But it's not the problem for me because listen. Before y'all start going in,
There's a lot
on
of people that do that.
yeah, it's like for instance, like yo, I may look at it, or sometimes for me, like I don't let the story run. I forgot even that I had the story run, and then people like, you saw my story. I said, I technically didn't see your story. I put my phone down, and then it's like my story. I forgot to close my phone, and I was running. I was like, oh, I didn't see your story. But then it's like, no, you did, you saw it. So I was like, now I'm battling with somebody that, then it's like, all right, cool. But then it's like, I see the message, and I mentally reply in my head, but I don't reply. But it's like, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm not trying to make no excuses for myself. I'm just,
you are.
yeah, but it's like, I don't just put it. I don't do it on purpose. I come from a good place. I just pretend to like. I try to treat people how you want to be treated. So I try to make a better effort towards that. It's like I know I'm not a big texter. Just call me.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Call me. Like don't if you gonna text me, nah, call me. FaceTime, I'm cool with that. Especially if I'm close to you. Like I FaceTime all y'all. Like I don't even call. I don't even phone call. I FaceTime. Like you know.
That is
If
true.
FaceTime me, I FaceTime OD. Like I don't even be like yo. If I call you, it's an emergency. Something happened, man. I'm probably something happened. I don't know. But if I
Don't say it out loud.
yeah, you feel me? I'm not gonna say it. But anyway,
Yeah.
just call me. You let me text you all day. Nah. It's like doing certain. Yeah, I'll do it pretty like over the time with it. On the hour, every hour, or like every 10, 20, 15 minutes, y'all girls is crazy. I'm not doing that.
Y'all want that?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Y'all are nuts if y'all doing that. Y'all ain't got no job.
No. You don't got nothing going on.
Yeah, I think,
got shit.
I think girls did that when we were younger. Like I think when I was like in college, I didn't have nothing to do. I don't have nothing but time. It's just like, well, I mean, like that's how we get to know each other. Because when you in college, you young.
It's a difference.
That's what I said now. But I'm just saying you was.
Go chill with you.
No, that's not always. That wasn't always the case. It was just like you take it. That's how you got to know people in college for real. Unless y'all went to school together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, that was not the case for me. So I know for myself, that's what I resorted to. Now that I'm on grown woman time and I have a job and stuff, no, I don't want to talk to you all day, and that's annoying to me as well at this point in time. It's just like to talk all day. I just kind of want to check in, Wake up in the morning, cool. I do like a little lunch check-in, like midday, like how's your day going? Are you okay? Are you alive? Like not trying to be funny, but like are you alive? Like how's work? And at the end of the day, then I'll be okay. Like I don't need the full day, all day, just because like I'm busy. I know you're busy, and then if not, then that's an issue. No, we don't have to be talking about it.
I don't sit up to you all day.
I remember your question. What was because you had said, is it that I forgot what your question was.
Oh boy. I do not remember. I don't remember what
you said. Is it that men don't communicate well?
Oh, yeah. Is it that we don't communicate well, or is it that we don't communicate how women want us to communicate?
I think it's a mix of both. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Like some women, I hate to say it, have unrealistic expectations.
They do
about communication.
Guys do too, though.
Yeah, it's on both ends.
But it's a simple conversation to have. Like if you can't, I feel like people rely on text messages and social media so much is that you forget to talk to somebody in real life. Right. It's like, for instance, arguments and stuff like that. Talk to me. Like I understand if you mad at me for a couple days or whatever, but if you can't sit here and sit down with look me in my eyes and tell me what the issue is.
But you know what's wild though? The older I am getting and like going through therapy and then it's like men I have talked to or dated or even friends, a lot of people don't know how to properly sit down and communicate. And that's like, at our grown age, you have to figure it out, but like, that's like a trauma thing. People were not raised to be able to speak up about their feelings or like speak how they felt. In a black household, it's what I say goes and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no response. I don't really care how you feel. Exactly. Like so, at this grown age, I mean, we have to take the necessary steps to be able to do that. But it's interesting that you say that because a lot of people don't know, including myself. I didn't know for a long time how to sit down and have those like serious conversations or those honest conversations about your feelings.
Funny about that though, like a lot of the young kids. So I teach in middle school. A lot of young kids they'll open up straight off like that. Like young kids they'll talk to you straight like that, and it's like I'm like, oh,
because you wasn't used to that.
I wasn't used to it. So now I be like, okay, now I can really break it down to you how everything about to go.
Yeah.
But so I'm cool with that. I love it.
But like you said, like to piggyback on what you said, like she just said. It's growth. You're making growth.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to make that growth and still stuck in like what she just said. Make unrealistic expectations. And it's like well, if you're not trying to grow with me, I ain't about to sit here and stay. You keep taking all your insults because you mad at me because I want to have a conversation.
Right,
Yeah.
baby. We can't step back.
Yeah,
We
we
have to
can't.
meet me where I'm
Yeah,
at.
And a lot of people operate in fear too. Like that whole going, you not talking to someone for a whole day. Like sometimes, like
Grow up.
the mindset from it is like a fear-based mindset.
Yeah.
Like what you doing all day?
grow
Like
up.
who else you talking to?
Why you stalking my grandma? You got my number. Call me. Like,
Yeah.
That's the case.
That's some insecurity stuff.
fear.
Yeah, like as you said, that the fear is a lot. Like I ain't gonna lie, I dealt with some stuff like I'm gonna say fear, but I dealt with some ways where it's like, all right, what you doing? Like, what we doing? But it's like I'm trying to talk to you, but then every time I try to bring a conversation up to you about it, you fall back or you try to change the narrative. I'm like, all right, I know you're not ready. Let me just not talk about it no more. Let me just do my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's the sign I get, because once you start giving me that type of time where you trying to not talk about the situation, but I feel like you can't have a grown conversation with me and express your feelings to me or express how you feel. Now you over here trying to like not try to hurt my feelings in a way.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, some people don't like their feelings.
But I feel like to me that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like you have to be you're not being honest.
Right.
And
I get it.
like to me, I know a lot of people worry, especially for when they talk to like women, they are concerned about your feelings or concerned if they're gonna hurt my feelings. Please, I'd rather you hurt my feelings.
Yes,
I can take
No,
it.
I agree with that. So I know how to move. Cause no, seriously, guys be trying to tiptoe, and I'm like, it's not like hurt my, but it's like. Tell me, like, cause then I know how to move.
Thank you.
Like, you're not giving me the opportunity to move.
It's like y'all. Now I'm stuck because I don't know what way to go.
You should just be honest. Like, I think you should always be honest. Now, I know I have to work on sometimes like my tone and stuff. So the way you say it may be the part that you have to work on. But like, at the end of the day, you should just always be honest. If regardless if you're gonna hurt the feelings, like the other person's feelings or not, because you gonna have to deal with that at the end of the day. So, and they're gonna have to deal with that. So I would rather you just, like I said, be honest, get it off your chest, and then it be done. And then from then, that person can decide how they want to move, and you can decide how you want to move based off a reaction or a conversation or however it goes.
Let me ask you a question. Kind of off topic, but it's on topic at the same time. Mm-hmm. Say somebody was like, they don't want to talk to you anymore, and they hit you with like, well, I want you to know that I did care.
Huh?
Alright, cool. That shit. Yeah, like.
What you want me to do?
I did care. I'm like, no, you didn't. No.
I mean, even if you did care, like.
They said,
yeah, like I did care. Like you, like the first, like I'm gonna have a conversation with somebody. I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm like, yeah, you want to end it, or do you want like, no, I think we just need to separate ways. But I just want to know that I did care.
Well,
That's them and their like guilt. Yeah, I was about to say in their guilt of like knowing that the way they probably went about the situation is wrong, so they still want to emphasize the fact that they care. But
you gotta say that.
You don't gotta say none of that.
That shit did mention. I don't got time for it. Like, just tell me what it is. I call it a day.
and it's like, to me, save all of that. Like, that's so dramatic.
Watch too many movies. All these lifetime movies.
It's just so dramatic. It's just like, because if you cared,
love don't cause a thing. All that.
if you would have really cared, you would have worded about it differently, or you would have handled the situation differently. So for you to have to like try to reiterate to like soothe your conscience, sweetheart, you could have kept it.
Man, don't feel bad because you say how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm understanding, like, hurt people. I understand, like, I understand certain things. All right.
Oh Lord.
But I understand, like, if you're not ready for yourself, like, you're not ready for relationships, or you're not ready for anything. I don't know. I feel like y'all can speak on it, because I don't really date for real. Because I'll be locked in on so many things, and I'll be trying to tell women, this is what I'm doing. You can't. I kind of like do this kind of like analogy or this type of concept. Like, this train. I got this train method. Like, the train going. Either you gonna buy your ticket, get on the joint. Once you get off the train ain't gonna stop. You feel me? The train going. You feel me? Like, it's gonna keep going. So you get off the train ain't coming back. It's gonna keep going forward. They're gonna be like, oh, you playing games. Alright, get off the train.
Or when it comes back, it's gonna be somebody else on it.
Ride passenger. Or probably not probably ride, probably
But
drive.
some people not on that mindset of like, oh, like, I'm trying to work toward this, trying to work to that. Some people like stand in that same boat, like they want to stay in that same level instead of getting up here. They want to stay down here.
Get off the train.
Get off the train. You right. Get off the train.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna keep going. You ain't about to stop what I'm doing because you're not ready. Or
Yeah.
if you're not,
fact.
you're not
That's
ready.
real. And speaking on mindset, like, let's check in with everybody. Like, how's work, life, love, all that stuff. Like, how is that stuff going with y'all? Mental health, everything.
Like you just say, life is good. Life is great. Life is good. Life is good. Know what I mean?
Everything on mine, I know everything's copacetic. So
That's your favorite word.
Yeah.
That's my-
Copacetic.
everything's
Bro.
copacetic, man. So everything's good. Not where it may need to be, but in the progress and process of getting there. So.
But where do you feel like you need to be?
Yeah,
How do you know you're
Yeah,
not
I'm
where
just
you
saying, like, cause
Okay.
you went where you supposed to.
Exactly.
This is true.
Oh, you
this
happy?
is true, but I always say that.
He not happy.
As you drink,
I know he not happy because you not happy. No, you not happy, my boy.
I'm content, but not satisfied.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I like that.
but that just means you want better for yourself. So
Yes.
I that's cool. I can appreciate that.
No, I know what he needs.
There you go.
Anyways.
No. Who's next?
Well, anyway.
Check in with you. Work life, love life, all that.
Well, y'all know right now your girl's going through a breakup, but I am okay. You know, at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, and I feel great overall. Like, how you still have those cause a breakup is like a what do they call it? Like you grieve when you break up and all that stuff like that. So I'm like, how like a grieving process, like you're fine, but then you have those little moments. I'm okay though, At the end of the day, I'm okay. Actually, everything happens for a reason. I am just focused on moving forward with my life in all aspects and just getting where I want to be. Like I said earlier, I am just wanting to create the life that I know that I deserve
Creation.
and that I want. So I'm just taking it step by step, taking it day by day. For overall, your
As
girl
you
is good.
So work is good too?
Yes, work is great for me. We just basically got out. I just finished 2 huge projects with Tabitha Brown and and our director of talker relations. So the work is going good for me. Like I said, love life is not existent at this point, but I'm okay with that. I just kind of want to focus on myself.
I was about to touch on that. I said, so when do you think you ready to go back out there again?
So
I know we talked about it
yeah,
earlier.
we talked about it yesterday, and ultimately I don't want to put a time frame because I know when it first happened, I was for the rest of the year I'm gonna just
when it happens,
focus
it
on
happens, though.
exactly. So I'm I'm gonna give myself the time to make sure that I close it all the way and all the feelings are done and everything, and then so whenever that happens, I'll just be whatever happens happens from there.
I like that.
Like that. So let's talk about you. Sweetheart.
Sweet
That's that grandpa coming in.
Yes. No, I mean I'm Gucci for real.
That's that. What's the east side of it?
Yeah.
It's the east side of it.
No, for real.
West side over here, so we don't.
I don't know. I really feel like I'm at this point now where I don't want to say I'm tunnel vision because I don't like to be tunnel vision. I don't like that at all. But I'm focused on creating the life that I know will come into existence. So it's for instance, if you don't know how many steps it will take to get there, but because I don't know, I just gotta keep going. You get what I'm saying? And when it comes to relationships, I'm not dating anybody right now.
Fellas.
I'm not. But it's more so just because I really need to focus. On top of that, I don't know. I feel like the way that I'm looking at it, I'm so about me in this moment that not that if you're not about me, then we can't talk, but more so if you can't get with the fact that I'm about me right now, I would want you to be about you too. But if you can't get with that, then We just can't.
But ain't nothing
talk.
wrong with that, cause like you trying to build your brand.
Yeah,
And
and it's like if I don't
personally
do
build
it,
his brand.
who else gonna do it?
Right.
Like
So it's like that goes back to what I said. Like, yo, if you're not moving up the ladder, like I'm moving up.
that's how I feel.
Yeah,
That's
you
exactly
can't-
how I
you
feel.
can't
That's
just go
exactly how I
above.
feel. But in regards to mental health, I'll definitely say it is getting better, and I feel like that is just coming with like the days and experiences and just realizing like, yo, like I'm still like literally waking up. Like sometimes they bring me to tears, like waking up every single day, like I'm still here. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Everybody
little
little
things.
yeah, it's like the little things, like, and it's more so, even though I know I want to wake up every day, it's more so like God, like the universe wants me to wake up every day. Like that's the part that gets me, because I know I have a desire, but like if God's desire is for me to still be here, I'm like, dang, all right, well I guess I still got some things to do.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah,
Oh, that's right. That's a great way to look at it.
for real. So.
So what about work life?
Work is good. Like my business is growing. Definitely, I can definitely put more work into it. I guess right now I'm just trying to organize that, what that looks like. But yeah, like I'm only, what month is this? September. I started my business in November. So yeah, I'm like what, 8? I don't even.
You about to do a year?
Yeah, almost coming up on a year, but I'm realizing that through these past couple months, like even though I threw myself into my business or whatever, I'm realizing a lot of these months was me letting go of my old self. You get what I'm saying? So I spent a lot of time letting go of my old self.
And then bringing in the new self.
Exactly. So
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah, so we do it in November.
Yeah, almost there.
Yeah, that year.
Yeah.
You gotta throw that year anniversary party.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta do it.
I definitely did.
Especially a year long and you over here successful. A lot of black owned businesses don't even.
Last day.
Right.
So just to even make that, that's a wonderful accomplishment. Don't take it too lightly because you did it. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
So
We definitely got party.
Yeah. No, we
You did it.
No, we will. We
You
definitely
did it
will.
by the PPP loan.
Oh, the
Without
PPP loan.
you feel me? So
No,
it's
I
like,
think I need one of them Jones.
Boy, you gonna be.
I know.
a lot of companies.
You going to jail now?
We on Akon, huh?
Oh my God.
How are you?
Yeah, how are you, John?
Yeah, how
Yeah, you directed all these questions.
I know. I'll be the one just asking the question.
Yeah.
What I'm starting with, like mental.
So what you want to start with?
I'm about to say. I mean, work life is good. Business is good. I just seen my cousin-in-law. He was going to Russia. Waiting on my mother, man, go to Russia as well. So business is going good. Just did a successful backpack drive for the kids. It was a wonderful event through the foundation, so that went well. Other job was going good, so I mean, work life is, I would say, it's great. So no complaints there. Love life, no love life.
Oh man.
You know, it's all good.
Ladies.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
ladies.
stay away from mine.
Wait for it.
Toxic.
Wait for it.
Toxic.
Ah, he's poison.
Not because I'm tired. I'm just playing with you.
Mr. Yup.
Yeah, it's just that my mindset is like I just said, this train moves, so I'm just like, I'm calm. It's like, it's just like you gotta hop on. You're not ready. It's up to you. I'm not about to stop for you. So, like I got this vision for what we're trying to do with this podcast. I got this vision what I'm trying to do with my companies and all that other stuff. So I'm just locked in with that. I'm trying to build generational wealth. I'm trying to build.
For them kids.
I'm trying to get where I need to be successful. So it's like that's what I'm focused on the most. So it's like if I run into a young lady, like J-Mo said, then so be it. You feel me?
Somebody just was light skin shit.
He did.
You feel me? But I'm cool with the love life right now. Mental, I'm good. Like I know we talked about earlier about me. People always coming to me. I'm not trying to get it out. I'm going to do what Steve said. I'm going to reach out to a therapist to see what's up, get this stuff for her. I'm going to do it for her. Do it for her.
Do it for yourself
Yeah, do it for yourself.
and your growth.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it out. But you feel me?
If it don't work, you can at least say you tried.
Yeah, you feel me? But I'm going to do my thugnificent. But mental health is good. I'm cool. Like, I sleep good at night, and I don't. You feel me? Like she said, I appreciate the little things. Like I mean, I appreciate the little things. I wake up every day. Like I don't have no health problems. I don't have no health problems. I don't have anything issues. Go to the doctor, clear out. My mind's good.
I sleep good at night.
Sleep like a baby. What Snowfall said? He said, "How you feel at night?" Sleep like a baby. I'm good. Man, I'm cool. Check in maybe another couple months, and then I'll be able to tell you how I feel. But I feel good right now. There's no bad blood, no hate in my heart. I'm all about positivity, positive energy. I'm all about trying to share knowledge. So, yeah, that's all I like to do.
Great.
Yeah, but this has been, like I said, I'm proud of each and every one of y'all. Like I said, when we did this, started in March. I came in March, and we came into fruition until maybe like 4 months ago when we started this thing. And we had a couple setbacks with YouTube, but lost a lot of views. But we bounced back hard. I mean, we still picked up a couple sponsors. Shout out to Aspire Water, House of Bombshell, Lorraine's Cleaning Service. They all tapped in with us. They all show love to us, and they believed in us. And Antonio Tone, Baltimore Tone, he actually helped sponsor the episode. So it's been a lot of people that wanted to come on this show. There's a lot of haters on here that's trying to like downgrade, I see the DMs, don't get it twisted now. I see it. I ain't all about
Shameful.
it. Yeah, you feel me? Especially when we dropped that girl episode, I see a lot of y'all women on here trying to slide. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We love all of you.
Y'all do that, man. Y'all gonna get a piece of the pie one day. Y'all just act right.
You just act and fall in line.
You feel me? But like I said, it's been wonderful. I appreciate every one of y'all tapping in out of y'all time to try to tell me. I know everybody's busy, but this has been a successful season. We had some people came on, dropped great knowledge. We got this off the roof, and we got more to come. So I like to grab your glasses.
We even got J-Mo drinking today.
J-Mo, don't even
Yes, sir.
drink.
He don't even drink.
He over there sniffing like he, you know what I mean?
He finna be hurting.
Well, we
Think
like to
he
raise
a
our
connoisseur.
glasses.
Oh my goodness.
Raise our glasses. We gonna toast to that boy got knowledge season 1,
Yes.
and that
Yes.
girl got knowledge.
Yes.
Yes.
I know. Love it.
Love it. So what's the saying? We all kings and queens, and we all made
Yes,
that.
indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
I'm sure we'll cut down.
What's this one?
It wasn't bad, was it?
This one comes down the side of my cheek.
Swallow.
I did.
I just wanna spend my life with you all day. You say that you love me.